Hello from Seoul! The cherry blossom season is right around the corner here in Seoul, and also the corona situation got slightly better recently with a lot of restrictions being lifted, so I thought this is a good time to introduce to you some nice cafes where you can not only enjoy some coffee and snacks but also the cherry blossoms. Because I honestly don't think there is a better combination than coffee, cherry blossoms and snacks. It's my spring trinity, okay? Okay, usually the cherry blossoms in Seoul start blooming around end of March, but this year the cherry blossoms are blooming a bit later, so I'm not late yet, if I manage to edit this quickly. The first cafe is located in 연남동, the quieter and more sophisticated area around Hongdae. The name Båtchip means cherry blossom house, and they have a lot of cherry blossom decorations inside and also this beautiful, majestic cherry blossom tree outside. The cafe is quite big and you can sit inside or also outside on the balcony where you can admire the beautiful tree. We ordered the cherry blossom latte and it had a very strong chemical smell and was super sweet. Honestly, not so good. Sang-won also didn't approve. If the coffee is bad, why am I still recommending the place? Because I think the location still makes up for it. I mean, look at it and imagine sitting there while a light breeze is blowing and the cherry blossom petals are slowly falling and you're reading a book, living your best life. Maybe just order a different drink than read it. They have one table on the balcony where you can sit down with your coffee. It's reserved for taking pictures only, which sounds good in theory, but some people come prepared and they take long. For example, these cosplay girls. They were already shooting when we came there and were busy for 30 more minutes while we were staying there. I felt a bit bad for the other people waiting. They looked really cute though. And this was, by the way, on a weekday, so I don't even want to know what's going on there during the weekend. So my recommendation, go there early on a weekday and don't order the coffee. You can have tea instead and live your best cherry blossom life on that balcony. The second cafe is called Gray-Lab. It's around the Hapjeong area, just one station away from Hongdae. Like the former cafe, this also has an inside and outside sitting area, but the vibe of the cafe is way more modern. It's one of these specialty cafes that actually have good coffee. I noticed that sitting outside is a quite European thing. And there are not so many cafes where you can do that in Seoul, which makes sense because the time span where you can actually do that is not that long. And you also don't want to sit outside when the air is polluted. But when the conditions are right, I think it's wonderful. The coffee here was really good. You can choose between two blends and they also have oat milk and their tea was also really good quality. And the scone that we tried was delicious. They also have more desserts, but they were already all sold out when we came there. And they even have beer if that's your vibe. If you think that cherry blossoms and beer are a better combo than cherry blossoms and coffee. And guess what? The cafe also has a photo spot with a waiting line. It's always interesting to see how so many people are lining up to take the exact same photo. But other than that, you can also enjoy your beverage while sitting outside and admiring the beautiful cherry blossom tree. Isn't the view just pleasant? The next cafe is around Daeheung Station, which is on line number 6. It's not so far from Gray-Lab. We just took a taxi there. They had a waiting list, but while you're waiting you can take a stroll down this alley and I mean, this alley is just gorgeous, don't you think so? The interior style is minimalist cottagecore, if that makes sense. Very bright and calm, and they were also playing nice music. The atmosphere was very cute, calm and cozy. We ordered tea, an einspanner and a mugwort roll cake, and everything tasted really good. It was so nice to just sit there and look outside. There was no photo zone, no people lining up. So in comparison to the other cafes, it was definitely more relaxed, which I liked a lot. And of course, you can still take many beautiful pictures there if that's on your agenda. If you like what you saw so far, you can give this video a thumbs up. It really helps a lot. And now I will share a secret tip with you. The next cafe is in a residential area. It's around Seouldae Ibgu on line 2 and it's called Butterum. You probably don't have any business in that area, but I think the cafe is still really worth the trip because it's not crowded and they have very, very delicious coffee. They have croffles. I recommend their sandwiches, and Singon really likes their carrot cake. The cafe is on the second floor and they have big windows with cherry blossom trees right in front of it. And let's just ignore this abomination of a building on the left. It's not the kind of cafe where people go to take pictures, so you can really just enjoy the delicious drinks and the food and the view and comfortably hang out for a long while. Yeah, I really like this cafe. So which cafe did you like the most? And most importantly, if you know a good cherry blossom cafe around Seoul, help a girl out and let me know. Maybe I can go there, film there, and make a part 2 of this for next year. If you want to see more cherry blossom content, you can watch this video here where I introduce the nicest cherry blossom spots in Seoul, and I also have this entire playlist here. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye! Have a nice cherry blossom season!